chickadees, welcome back. It's Friday, so that is Freaky Friday on the back 40. Okay, well, it's not a bedtime story. It is an urban legend. Yes, urban legend. I got tired of bedtime stories for a while, so I thought, well, let's do some urban legends. And I was saying, what can I do? What can I do? And it was like urban legends. So urban legends. I made this little urban legend journal cover, and I thought I'll make us a journal, and I'll do the journal while I talk about the urban legend. So I put the journal together. I did some painting paper. I'm going to stick on the side over here. And went on and started looking and did the scariest urban legend in each state from the United States. And that is a book, and it has our urban legends in it. So we'll have a reference page, and it has our United States and all the little urban legends that we can talk about. And then, of course, I put another painting page because, you know, I'm all about this mixed media. Well, my first book that I got that I read and started to read was by Susan Hill, and she has a lot of books of all 50 states. So I got it to put in to make a pocket here on our part 1, which is about her and her books. And our first urban legend, and Lord have mercy Jesus when I was reading it, is about Charman. Charman is a very popular urban legend in California, and is Ohio, California, and it's spelled this way. And it is covered in her book with the C's for California, Connecticut, and Colorado by Susan Hill. And it's the urban legends of the USA. Now, Charman has several original meanings. Now, it occurred, this right here is Old Creek Road that goes across the San Antonio Creek in the Ohio Valley. And it is mostly seen, he's mostly seen on the Creek Road. But it originated with the event on the Shelf Road, which is a little over this way, that spun or created Charman. So this happened in 1948. Now, there are 3 or 4 different versions of how Charman came into an existence. But the most popular one is about a man and his son. And it started in 1948 when they had those bad fires in California. Well, the boy and his daddy was in a cabin in the woods off Shelf Road. And actually there is a campground there. And I was looking for some black paint because I was wanting to put some black on it. I just had it to do this with, so I wouldn't hold y'all up. And I wouldn't have to edit this video. And by God, by George, what's done happened to my black paint? It's just a little spray pan. Just a little spray can in the black paint. Just a little spray. Gotta edit this daggone video now. It's right here in front of my face, y'all. Right here. Black paint. Okay. Let's see. Okay, it happened in 1948 with a man and his son was in the campgrounds. And yes, I know I should have my flat box up here, but you know, I just am too lazy. And I even made me a splat box. Yes, to prove it, I will show it to you. I made a splat box. Here is my splat box, all pretty done up. I made it, opens up, sets up, puts my paper in, splats it, you know, oh well. You know, that's just how I roll. Okay, well, anyway, back to the story. No, I did not take my ADD medicine today. Okay, so the son and his man was camping in the woods or had a cabin in the woods. And I'm not sure if they lived there permanently or was just camping. But anyway, they wind up being in these woods in this cabin when this fire broke out. And the man and his son got trapped in the fire, bless their hearts, and they couldn't get out. And the fire came, and it caught them on fire, blessed it, and burned them up, just to a crisp. Well, Lord Jesus, the daddy died, and the son was burnt beyond recognition, just burnt completely up. And Lord, somehow that poor baby survived. He survived the fire. That's all he did, because he lost his ever-loving Jesus mind. And when the firefighters and first responders got to him, and apparently it took them a while to get to the poor boy, but when they got to him, his daddy was hanging from a tree. He had done snapped, lost his mind, and hung his daddy up from a tree. Not only did he hang his daddy from a tree, but he filleted the burnt flesh off his body. And just was a gruesome scene. So when the first responders and firefighters got there and saw all that or whatever, they went, the sheriff deputy guy went to arrest him and went to get him, I guess, try to get him help or something. I don't know. But anyway, they somehow know they were going to get him. And he took off running and ran off in the woods. And they say to this day, he has not been found. His body has not been found. He ain't been found. Ain't nobody been found. Okay? Nobody been found. So, after that, the townspeople said that you could hear him. And he was spotted, and he was seen with tatty, burnt up flesh, and his clothes on him, like a mummy kind of thing that was the burnt up, scorched, and you could tell that he was burnt beyond recognition kind of stuff. And he would chase you. Then he started being seen when they did development stuff on this bridge here, this Charman bridge. And there's a legend that you go and you park your car here on this bridge. You cut your car off. You cut your lights off because the lights disturb him. I guess, he's burnt and everything. Probably hurts his poor eyes. But you cut your lights and stuff off of it. And then you get out of your car. Okay, then cut your car off. Cut your lights off. And if you look, you can see, and this came from, if you want to look it up, it's Weird California. It talks about the urban legend. That's where I saw this picture at. But if you get off that bridge and you go to the bridge and you holler, help me, help me, help me, they say he will appear. Charming, it'll come after you. Okay. First of all, you've been told this. Why would you go to this bridge and holler, help me? I mean, seriously, why would you do it? And they said that when you get back in your car, that the car won't start, it'll stall out, it won't crank back up, and he will jump on the hood of your car or try to get you in your car. And they say it's because, he's trying to get some more flesh to cover the flesh that he had lost. I don't know. Maybe he's trying to fillet you. I have no clue. But they say he'll come after you. Also, he's been seen because there's that campgrounds. I told you right there called Comfort Camp. Comfort Camp is the name of the camp. Okay, anyway. So there's a little campground right there on around this area, and it's called Comfort Camp. And they said that he's been spotted there by the hikers and the people camping in the tents. He doesn't come into tents, but he's around the tents. But if you so happen to be the hikers that you go off into the road and hike on a trail that's by the Creek Road Trail, you've had some bad encounters. And they have been attacked and stuff like that. So, I think I'm going to put this like that. No, I like it like this. Yeah. I like it like that. So, you're not going to find Juju in Ohio, California. You're not going to find Juju on no creek road looking for no Charro man. And you definitely, sure as toot nanny, ain't going to find Juju out of thing hollering, help me, looking for no burn up man that's supposed to be trying to get your flesh. And you're not going to find me at no comfort campgrounds where he's supposed to be seen stalking in one of his stalk grounds. I'm just saying. I know, it's urban legends. We all know what an urban legend is. But still, I'm not going to go up to no mad bull either and slap it on his horn. So, you do what you're going to do, but you won't find Juju there. That's all I got to say for you. That is the urban legend of Charro. Like all urban legends, there are, and you will find in here, several different versions. And the other version is very similar to this version, except for it is a man and wife. They got caught in the woods at that cabin and they got burnt up. And the man could hear his wife hollering, help me, help me. And he could not help her, and that's all he could listen to. The firefighters did get him out. He did not survive either. And they say his restless body still haunts the area because he cannot save his wife. The last version came around the 1950s, late 50s. They said that it was a bad car auto accident, and the man was burnt alive. It was a firefighter, and he was burnt alive, and in the car, and did not make it. And they say that he haunts it. And then also the sheriff, and the law enforcement, and I guess the townspeople, say that it none of that occurred, that Charro Man was came about because of a man back in the 40s or whatever that had cancer, and it had disfigured his face and everything, and it looked like his flesh was burnt off or falling off or whatever, and the kids made fun of him and called him Charro Man, and that's how it came, the legend of Charro Man came about. But those are the versions. You can take what you like, but either way, all of the versions have the haunting with eyewitness accounts of Charro Man being seen. Who knows? But Juju ain't gonna go looking. Y'all have a good night now. You hear? Night, night.